Hello, hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So, I rode the mana clicker finally. Finally made it without fucking it up. And got on that damn boat. And we're now in Bicky Bay at Pergo Norgo Isle. Which apparently does not have any teleportation to it. Which, like, you would think with me being so against teleportation, you know, like actually saying, you know, that I didn't like teleportation, that, you know, I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't want it to be here. But fact is there is a teleportation here. It's just with a really high level 99 content thing called Void Watch. And, like, they put teleportation literally everywhere else in the game. Like, even some of the most, you know, like, in Upper Juno, there's a... No, fuck it, Bastock Mines. There's a home point crystal right next to the Monk House. Not even, like, 50 yalms away, there's another home point crystal right next to the auction house. In a zone that was already set up to be convenient, they added in yet even more convenience. And suddenly, for this particular island that's kind of annoying and out of the way, there's no way to just teleport here? Like, are you shitting me? Like, I mean, you know, no easily accessible way, right? Like, not even a, you have to go there once, right? Like, you don't see any crystals here. There's no home points. And I don't think there's any books either. Like, I didn't see any near the docks. I didn't see anywhere else. And it wouldn't be so bad. It's just, if you get to the docks, like, this is the only place you need to go, and you get to the docks at the wrong time, like right after the boat left, for instance, you now have to wait. You have to go do something for half an hour. You can't go where you want or need to go. You just have to, you know, suck it up, and it's annoying. Frankly, it's annoying. Like, the other ferries in the game, they take a long time. They really do. Like, it's like a, what, like a 9-minute wait for the boat to actually depart or something, or like a 6-minute wait or something like that. And then the ferry ride itself is like 15 to 18 minutes or something. Something like that, right? But, like, you know, it's just one ferry going between the two cities, or the 3 cities. It's not, you know, it's not hard to deal with. But anyway, our cutscene is, you gotta go talk to this orcish war machine, except it's mystery war machine, or whatever, so. The guide says this is going to be a really long cutscene. There's Red Mask Luverance. Hey dude, I went and did like an entire 2 nation missions. It's your fault at this point for being slow. Bucky Chibuki, huh? So he's the Chibuki's really real dad. Luverance in Mistal. Justice done, huh? Stuff we already know, that's why I'm not reading it. He lost a wife and children in that war. Everyone who survived that travesty lost something or someone dear to them. Their spirits have suffered a terrible blow. By the way, whenever they refer to the sacking of Tavnasia, in case you forgot or didn't realize it, it's referring to the city that fell in the opening cutscene to the game. That's Tavnasia. Tell them what really happened, huh? Yes, this is exactly what I propose. I will shed light upon the dark purpose of the Allied army, hidden behind the confusion of the Great War. I will also call for assistance in the restoration of the nation of Tavnasia. What? You can't possibly do this alone. It is the realization of that very fact that prompted my return. I already control the successor to the Tavnasian Marquisate. Preparations to receive funds and troops from a certain wealthy family are also well underway. This wealthy family is willing to pour its resources into recovering the knowledge and relics that have been collected over the years by the Tavnasian Cathedral. However, these relics have all been taken by Cardinal Moldarian, and her present whereabouts are unknown. That's why I've come to request information from you. I wish to visit the source of this bounty. I need to know the way to the city of Alteu. Along with several others, you were sent on a secret mission from the cathedral to find the path to the celestial capital, were you not? That may be so, but we were never able to discover a way to Alteu. Then why? Why, my little friend, did the Tavnasian Cathedral call upon me to silence you? You must have discovered something. Now choose, will you keep your silence or keep your life? We discovered that the way to Alteu opens once every 100 years. Or once every 100 years. That's all we found, I swear. Once in 100 years? That's everything I know. Time for me to leave. My, he does move fast for such a diminutive chap. Never mind, I have the information I came for. The stone statue I saw in the Mimeo mirror is the statue of Promathia, the one kept in the reliquarium of the Tavnasian Cathedral. Could this statue also be a relic from Alteu? Which would mean that the professor from Windurst... Looks like Louvrance is realizing things. Although it seems that this Louvrance, Red Masked Louvrance, seems to be more so related to Tavnasia than Sandioria. So is Red Masked Louvrance not actually Louvrance, and just it's a case of stolen identity? So now we can go get, like, he mentioned the professor in Windurst, so that's where I'm gonna go. Because he didn't actually mention where the story actually next continues. So I want to go talk to Yorin Orin. Because, you know, he mentioned the Mimeo mirror. That was what we did in Chapter 3. I don't know why this isn't required by the story. But again, lots of quests in Final Fantasy XI actually have that little caveat where, like, there's optional dialogue that's actually how you're supposed to figure out where to go next. But there's no programming flag to stop you from just going where you would actually go next. So, yeah, that's the whole thing. I think I still have Black Mage sub on for my Bastok missions. It's like I got rank 7 and then I like stopped recording and then I pretty much, you know, like I just went straight to the boat. I did nothing else. Yep, still Black Mage sub. Well, if anything, that just means I don't need to worry about my warp ring recharge. So I can just warp back. Black Mage, you know, with a world that's all about teleporting from home point crystals and books now, Black Mage sub would actually be really useful to get around fast. You'd only be limited by your MP bar on how often you could warp. Okay, Yorn, lay it on me. The statue is covered in traces of soil similar to that found on the bottom of the Sea of Shumeo. But wait just a moment, now that you mention it, there were also traces of Gustaberg soil mixed with the samples. I did not think anything of it at the time. Why would there be 2 types of soil on the statue? Well, clearly it was dug up. That's your hint, The statue was dragged through Gustaberg. And the reason that's your hint is because there are 2 ways to reach where we have to go next. And where we have to go next is actually a stone's throw away from Bastok, actually. So let's go. You can also reach it through Guskin Mines. That was the way people took me to it back in the day, because that's like a really easy way to find it accidentally, because you just walk into Guskin Mines. If you hug the right wall, you eventually go there. And I don't remember if I accidentally walked in there earlier in the Let's Play or not. I don't think that I did. But we gotta go there now. So we're gonna go via the route that goes through North Gustaberg. It's basically a subterranean zone called Milval Polos. And it's controlled by Moblins. And we've got some business there. I probably should have changed my sub job, but oh well. And it might behoove you to get a flower from the flower shop in Juneau called a snow lily. Which I might wind up doing if I can't find my way through. Oh, dude, is Bastok first in the conquest? Oh, it is! How about that? What all do we own? We got Quifa, Maraganu, we got Sky. And let's see. We got Kazats. I guess it's just the fact that, oh, we've got Ronfar! I should do a supply quest there. Holy shit, that's awesome. Okay, anyway. Back on with the show. This server has actually been really surprising me with Bastok actually taking first place. It's been first and second a lot this year. And we gotta run all the way to the other side of Zegum Hill. So I'm just gonna mount up. Don't really want to, but time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. We've got cutscenes and battles to do. I do like the Iron Giant mount, but you know. This mount music, man. I could complain about it all day at this point. I was watching a video by a relatively big compared to me anyway, YouTuber, the Act Man. He's got like almost 1.5 million subscribers now, or like 1.4, 1.3 or something like that. He's really big into first-person shooters. I mean, he's also likes the Dark Souls series. Like, he's basically into stuff that's really popular and more Western-oriented. Very much an Xbox gamer, Xbox/PC gamer. And he's talking about live service games, and he lumped MMORPGs into live service, even though most MMORPGs are subscription model. I mean, they are live service technically, where like, you know, there's always a customer support line you can call or email, and then like they do patches every few months and do maintenance and stuff. You know, it's a live game. You know, there's a server constantly, you know, that you constantly pinging. People are logging in and into and out of the game all the time and stuff. And he made some good points in it about the badness of live service, but I think he was a little too lighthearted about it. He's a little bit younger than me, though. He's like in his, I think he's like 27 or something, so he's like 5 or 6 years, something like that. But upper end of the Zoomer age, or lower end of millennial age, whatever. I don't know. I think he could have gone way more in depth. I think a big thing he missed out on is that any live service game that's constantly updating or changing stuff about the game world, as nice as that can be, because sometimes, you know, they add new things that make the game way better. Most of the time, developers commit developer overreach, and they essentially ruin what didn't need to be changed. It happens all the time. But, can't really articulate my thoughts while also being about to jump back into thinking about the story of this game, so. Check him out, though. I mean, like, he doesn't need help from me advertising his brand or anything. I just think he's a thoughtful dude. Although he could, you know, stand to think a little bit more. Basically, I just want more of his content. Yep, it's me again. It was nearly 100 years ago, too, that the Moblins wandered their way up from the bowels of Vana'diel. And then the Taru scientist who examined the statue in Tabnasia, what he said about the statue dug up from a labyrinth. I advise you, do not let your guard down when traveling through these caves. The Moblins' behavior is often erratic, and they can be quite nastier than their cousins on the surface. Out of all the beastmen, they seem to realize that they are the children of the Twilight, and it's this fact that drives them. Ah yes, one of my colleagues said he spoke with a creature known as Tarnotik, deep in the eastern end of this area the Moblins call Olten Mofopolos. Whether that beast will help you or not, I am still not convinced that this cave is truly the path to Alteu. Hey look, it's Seltus. But wasn't that what Tenzin was trying to do, was find Seltus? Whoops. Whatever. Okay, so we're in Mofopolos, and we gotta go to the other side of it or something to go to the battlefield arena, mineshaft 2716. I think the number is some sort of Japanese in-joke, but I don't really know what the in-joke is. I haven't bothered looking into it. Although sometimes in both their MMOs, they have subterranean digging, goblin-like races that have just random numbers like tacked onto them, or seemingly random numbers. But the Japanese really do like to do like number play. Like way back in Final Fantasy IV, they gave Golbez, after he turns good. Oh, is that a notorious monster, or is... Huh. Is it the Muscle Man? Yeah, the Muscle Man is the notorious monster, huh? It's probably pretty weak. You can probably take him. There's all sorts of notorious monsters in here. Bugbear Muscle Man. If I remember right, the bugbears... I don't think they're actually a different creature than moblins. They're moblins that have been, like, mutated or something. Something like that. Well, we aggroed every damn thing, because the Lionel does his Uriel Blade. Let's see. I had a friend that really loved the music here, and I really like the music here too. They had Naoshi Mizuta compose most of the music for this game after a certain point. Oh wow, I've actually got a map here. How about that? I've never had a map here before. See, map acquisition way back in the day, and I'm sure I said it way earlier in the Let's Play, but map acquisition, it used to be a very difficult thing to come by. Also, the Moblins, they're more or less goblins. They've got, I guess, yellow skin instead of blackish-greenish skin, or whatever. But they wear the same sort of gas mask get-up, and some of them have the metal masks, / armor mask, I guess. The main difference is that instead of blowing themselves up, they use different TP moves. And have a lot more, their mages generally look like that. And, oh, what, we're echoing people? What is this? Oh, we're linking people, okay. I can kill you. No. Not my intention to be fighting my way through here, but I didn't bring a sneaky sub. Of course, it's my own fault for actually fighting that notorious monster, which I have no idea what it drops. And, wonder who that is. Master level 36 course. Oh, he's camping some notorious monster for, an Empyrean weapon trial. After the level 80 cap, I think it was introduced at the very, very, very late 75 cap. But they introduced these Moogle trials called Trials of the Magians, which is Magian Moogles. And they're these Moogles basically that, oh, where's this taking me? Newton Mobile Polos, huh? I kind of forgot that it was 2 zones. We'll have to resummon our trusts. The monsters in Newton Mobile Polos should be high enough level to aggro us. I think I'll use a different trust though. I don't want to, like, every time Valineral uses Uriel Blade, like, I have to fight, like, several other monsters that I don't want to actually fight. And Minajing, I think, out of the tank trusts I currently have, I think he's got the second best hate control. But he doesn't have any AoE hate control, so that's like his weakness. Okay, so we got Bugbear Trashman. You aggressive to me? Would appear so. Maybe I need to bust out my invisible ring. Oh, animation locked. Okay. Everything in here except bats, I think, is side aggro. I could be wrong. Also, Moblins teach some unique spells for Blue Mage to learn, like Fry Pan. I mentioned it already because it's a Blue Mage spell. Where's my sneak ring is in my inventory, but where's my invisible ring? Okay, there it is. Cool. And Oh yeah, goblin. Okay, they have some goblins living down here too, I guess. Like I said, like they're basically a sub-family of goblin, and the moblins, that is. Let's get some invisibility going, some sneak and invisibility going. Because inevitably, we're going to run past some bats. I don't want to have to, like, lose my cloaking. But we probably have the map to Newton Mobile Polos too, since we were able to buy, like, every single freaking map. And I think, yeah, we're trying to get all the way to the eastern side. There's some shortcuts you can take. Like, there's a friendly Moblin NPC that you can talk to. And if you give him a snow lily, he will teleport you all the way to the mineshaft. But like, it's an alternate entrance to the mineshaft if I remember correctly. And so like, there's no way to access that easily without just giving him the snow lilies. It will take you to the place we need to go, but it's just kind of, I mean, that wouldn't accomplish showing off this area. Although, come to think of it, now that I'm running past these gates, I don't know if I'll actually be able to get to the mineshaft completely, because some of these gates sometimes block your way. And to change the gates, you have to... back in the day, you had to get other people to come in from other entrances and trade fire sand to furnaces to power the furnace to change the gate. So, if we wind up running into a dead end, you know, I think I'll go back and I'll just find the NPC and get some snow lily and take the warp way. I'm pretty sure back in the day, you just had everyone buy snow lilies, because the battlefield we're gonna wind up in, I can't remember if it was originally level 50 or if it's the first level 61. It's been so long. Like, they took the level restriction off of Chains of Promathia. Oh man, we can't walk over there? So wait, is this a dead end? Have I already hit a dead end? Or can I, like, jump down? No? No? Okay. Well. I guess our only other option is to go back south and see if we can't go further east that way, do the cave portions. This map's really interesting. I like it. I like having the maps. I really do. I'm not sure how you would get the map to these places back in the old days. Probably through some quest, some convoluted quest. Because I don't think there's any coffers in here. I think they did away with coffers. I don't remember there being any coffers after the Rise of the Zillart zones. They're like, okay, we did that shtick. We don't need to do it again anywhere else. So everywhere else has better / alternative methods, usually quests, for map acquisition. It's kind of interesting to me, they took a Moblin, the Moblin model for like the mages, and stuck it in Final Fantasy XIV as a raid boss, and that raid boss like drinks a special mutagen potion and transforms into a bugbear. And they use these models. Okay. It's a one-way. It's a one-way. So, wait, how the fuck am I supposed to get there? I guess I'd have to go in from the north? If these are all one-ways to the south or whatever. Or I have to go back to, Here, let's just cast Escape. Because casting Escape will put us back in North Gustaberg. Man, that's a long spell cast. It worked on my trusts too, that's funny. They're not going to show up with me, but that's funny. The spell shows you how it always worked. Okay. So that takes us into Olton Movopolis. And the one down here does too. I think if we enter the one down here, like a Quadev shows up for some weird quest. I think it's an escort quest too. And you have to, every time you go through this entrance, he shows up until you do that quest. So someday I might try to do that quest, but today will not be that day. But I remember it being very annoying. Because this is the way... I think this entrance, I think, has the friendly Moblin NPC by it. But I don't have any snow lilies, so I have to go buy a snow lily from somewhere. Yep, our radar closed down like we're getting a cutscene. Yep, there's Quadev. Guzo Thunderblade, huh? Couldn't fight you on an empty stomach like this anyway. Let me introduce myself. My name is Guzo, officer in the 7th Wagroon Armored Division. Or Division of the Quadev Shield Warriors. Or should I say former officer. I'm what you call a deserter. I'm not proud of it, but I did what I had to do. Day after day I watched as hundreds of my troops were slaughtered by the waves of adventurers pouring through the mine shafts in search of their precious mithril. Why didn't the Adamant King try to make peace with the children of Altana? What twisted sense of pride made him so stubborn? Okay. Modal Polas, huh? I heard that the Moblis are always looking for new mercenaries to fill out their ranks. F-. Oh, I have a map, buddy. I just don't want to fucking escort you right now. Are you the guy? Twink Bricks? That big boss of this place don't want nobody's going there, so he's broke off the lever to the main gate. Now I could give you this here spare level, but I'm not gonna need some incentives in return. How about it? You brings me a Sylvan Stone and we'll talk. What'd you say? Okay, that's cool. Give him 10,000 gil. Something or other. Let me read about this Snow Lily. Trade a Snow Lily to Tarnotic and Ultima Movopolis at K10 and you will be warped to the mine shaft. The ENM 60 shortcut, talk to Twink Bricks. Give Twink Bricks an amount between 1 to 10,000 gil to have a chance at getting the key item Shaft Gate Operating Dial, which is required for the 2 ENM 60 battles. He will roll a number 2 through 100. Your chances of winning is based on how much money you give him. 10,000 gil will only give you a 50% chance of winning. Once you have the key item, you need to pay another 2,000 gil to be warped to the mine shaft. Go the long way through Newton Movopolis that you need to use for the Bionic Bug ENM. Please note that you must have at least 3 people in order to go the long way through by means of the bridge at K10. Okay. So I guess first we'll try giving Twink Bricks some money. And if it don't work, we will... Oh. Do I just keep giving you money? Okay, I'm gonna give this guy money like 3 more times max. Said you weren't gonna rip me off, dude. And you're ripping me off. Then what? Okay. So I give him another 2,000 gil? Well, I wanted to go the long way, but apparently you need a minimum of 3 people and fire sand. So. But before we go into the fight, because the fight will dump us out on the other side of this gate, if I'm remembering correctly. I might not be remembering correctly. We want to grab the home point crystal. If we can. We might not be able to. This is one of their jankier zones, if you ask me. And it's yet another zone where, like, the only reason you come here is for specific notorious monsters or very specific things. That was, like, really the problem with all of the Chains of Promathia zones. It's like they're all hyper-specific. And, like, that's not a bad thing, but it's just, like, if you're too specific, right, like, 1 or 2 items that, you know, aren't universally useful. It's just one of those things. Okay, it's gonna ask us to choose between probably the story fight and the key item we got from gambling. Pretty sure we want a Century of Hardship. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the story battle. Huh. And there's no particular reason that I'm doing this on Dragoon. I just didn't feel like changing jobs. Celtius is talking with the Moblins. Promathia is reborn, Promathia is reborn. He's stronger than stupid Hume. He's more powerful than ugly goddess. We'll take him. Moblins don't break promises. We'll take him to sparkly place. Yes, sparkly place. For to knock a nerd underwater. To mark the girl, to walks. But we digs, Moblins don't break promises. We takes Prometheus to sparkly places. I never imagined we'd meet Celtius in this place. However, what could these creatures be jabbering about? Shua! Who are you people? Do you know who that boy is? A Galka? I am Jabos. I have lived with the Moblins for a long, long time. A long time in peace. But lately, the Moblins act strangely. They praise the Twilight God. They attack the children of Altana. I'll stop them, I promise. Moblins don't break promises. Now go. Leave the rest to me. What the fuck are the Chibukis doing here? I hate the Chibukis. There's supposed to be like an injection of comedy into an otherwise serious story. And they have their moments, I guess, but I don't like them at all. I don't think they add anything. You know what, let's just use Volker. I don't really care to use Shantato. Probably should have put Volker ahead of Goltata, but whatever. Bug Bee, Trico Track, Sweepo Stick. So basically they've got like a traditional party setup going. They've got like their tank is the Bugbear, I believe Trico Track is a red mage, I think Checo Chuck is a white mage, I think Moblin is a black mage, and I think Sweepo Stick is either a ranger or a thief. And I think they have access to 2-hour abilities. But don't really care about any of that. We're gonna kill the mages first though. Oh, I got him backwards. Checo Chuck is the black mage. I really don't remember what level this fight was supposed to be. I just remember it wasn't really that hard compared to the other ones you have to do between chapters 5 and 6. I'm pretty sure there's a fight on Almia's path that I'm gonna complain about. Well, not complain about, but like you'll hear a really salty old story from me about it. Although it's actually a salty story it's actually a tale of victory. Man, were they all mages of some sort? Come on, Trust. Attack him. Yeah, bugbears all have counter. I think they function as monk monsters. Although their attacks are heavier and slow. Silent Drexbane. Sag. But yeah, that was definitely the story fight, so that's good. We chose the right fight. If we'd chosen the wrong one, we probably wouldn't have been able to use trusts. You didn't do anything, Chibuki. Shut the fuck up. Oh, Jabos ain't having that shit. He's throwing bombs. Frickin' cave hobo Galka. Oh shit, Moblins eat Taratarus. That boy, he's not Promathia. He looks nothing like Promathia. Who doesn't look like Promathia? You know what he looks like? Yes, I've seen Promathia. His statue. Statues? Oh, it's the statues. That's statues. That's the one that got stolen. Yeah, I saw it too. It looked nothing like the Boy. But Boy used the Dark power, just like legend says. Yes, and there is no crystal on his chest. He can't be the real Promathia. And you weren't created by Promathia anyway. Jabbo, don't start with that again. Jibs believe words from Kurdish. Jabos is fooled by bad people. Bad people must pay. Trade Promathia statue. We can't give them reincarnates of Prometheus. But Prometheus is strong. We give him to Tar, maybe he can come back, and here's the one. Come back on his own, I guess. Dude's just emitting all his vowels. God, I hate the Chibukis. I do not think that will be possible, Mr. Jabos. Of what the Moblin said, there's still much that troubles me. What were they talking about with the boy? You must tell us. That may aid us in finding Celtus and bringing him into custody. Sure. So, you know of the boy. I too wish to know more. We must go to Bastok. Oh, yeah, Sid's gonna know what's going on, even though he has no first-hand experience with it. But more or less, that's like the comedy line of this, and apparently we got to farm a gold key or something. I thought it was the end, but apparently we're gonna have to go talk to Sid and then come back or some shit. So we're gonna have to get gold key from Moblins and Newton Movopolos, which drops off a level 66 Moblins and Goblins and Newton Movopolos. So I guess we'll take care of that first. Although probably is going to be kind of annoying. Leaka chick. What the hell do you do, man? No idea what that's about. But basically any of the goblins or moblins and Newton Movopolos will drop the gold key. We gotta get one. I guess I should have read ahead. I went ahead and gotten it before we even did the fight. Man, give me that double attack. Ah, oh, damn it, Cortada. How dare you bust. Oh, we got a gold key. How about that? Awesome. Fantastic. Amazing. So what do we got to do with it anyway? Okay, let's go ahead and warp because we gotta go talk to Sid first anyway. Head back to Metalworks, talk with Sid. Optional, return to Olton Movopolos and talk to Tarnotic, and he will tell you that you need a gold key. Each player doing this mission will need a gold key. Head back to Mineshaft 2716 and trade the gold key to the shaft entrance for the next cutscene. Okay, so it's all very easy and simple. Though, if we were gonna need the key, I don't know why they wouldn't just tell us that. I went to the wrong damn home point in the metalworks again. My brain cannot keep track of the fact that the #1 home point is the one next to the President's Aide's office, while the #2 one is the first one you see when you walk into the metalworks. Oh, look, someone who just finished Louvrence's path or whatever. You haven't seen him. And Cornelia runs in. Pack of angry goblins attacked the Steaming Sheep restaurant. Master Ogby drove them away, but not before they injured some of the guests. Okay, Cornelia. He's no longer a Galka. Damn, apparently other Galkas know about him. They don't like him. They're like, he's a stinky Moblin hobo now. Thought we were coming to Sid for enlightenment, but apparently we just gotta go back. Talk about vague though. Like we've got to go back to the cave to talk to Jabos, but I don't think we're gonna get another cutscene that tells us about the key unless we talk to Tarnotic. But I suppose we could go to Juno right quick and buy a snow lily. I think you could buy them at the flower shop there. And then we could find Tarnotic and take that method to go back to the mine shaft, because we just got to take our gold key and go back to the mine shaft and trade the gold key to the mine shaft entrance, and then we get a cutscene. And then we come back to Sid yet again, and then we do Almia's path. Such is life, I suppose. My Crimson Mask on for regen. Maybe get my HP out of yellow slowly. Alright, sell me flowers, flower bitch. You got water lilies, you got lilacs, you got rain lilies. Where's the snow lilies? Alright, it says snow lily, right? I don't even get those. Dropped by Yulu Grande Tigers and Kawin Onwin, which is hounds in Yulu Grande range. Man, I can't just buy them. That's stupid. Why doesn't the flower shop have them? It's retarded. I guess I could see if there's one on the auction house. They're supposedly an alchemical ingredient. Somehow I doubt anyone has put one up, but we can also check for cursed items that I want, since those go up at random intervals about every week or so. Checking for the cursed items first, because honestly I care more about them. And nope, no cursed items that I desire. Snow lilies. 20k, of course you would price gouge for them. Why not? Why not? You know, while we're here though, This Marble Bridge restaurant, it welcomes different jobs and races. And there's a way, there's some quest later that we have to enter that restaurant to do. It'll become pertinent eventually. And we'll just take the book warps back to back to stuff. Okay. I think it would technically be its own region. Yep. Okay. Even though it's like right next to Gustaberg. So where is Tarnotic? Holton, Mofopolis, and K10. Okay, we're at F10. K10 is basically all the way over there. Don't know exactly how to go all the way over there, but I guess I could. Apparently you can only pay the Gill Goblin, like once a day or something like that, or something or other. I don't know. I want to show off this Snow Lily method anyway, and also talk to Tarnotic about what to do, because that's our only actual in-game hint, right? Like, Blueverant said Tarnotic would help us, possibly, but I don't know where he is. And I guess you're supposed to have searched all over Movopolis for Tarnotic, and actually found him. But, I don't remember the Snow Lily Moblin being, like, far in, so... Either I never used the Snow Lily Goblin in the first place, or it's just been so long that I forgot. There's some great items from the 75 cap to get here. There was a Gorget called, I think, the Parade Gorget for Paladin and Dark Knight. It adds refresh, and I think regen as well when your HP is 66% or below. Same thing for your MP. And we're at J10. JK, baby, JK. So we're almost to this Moblin that's supposed to help us. Tarnotic, there he is. What a slut. Looking for Jabos, no? I see Jabos in Mine Shaft, or 2716. You know Crazy. He said he wanted to be alone. He locked doors so he can be alone. Crazy Adventure find a gold key. Crazy Adventure maybe can open door. You give me flour and I can take you to Shaft 2716. Okay. So here's the flour. Tarnotic's page says something about you giving up the key item shaft operating lever, but he didn't make me give it up, so whatever. You know what? We had the home point warp, didn't we? We could have just taken the home point warp. I'm retarded. Ugh. Whatever. Yo there, Galka hobo. Wearing Shura Hayadates. But wielding a great axe. How you doing that, bro? You had lock style before it was the thing. The Beastmen were born from a seed different than you and I. They will never understand our logic, and we will never understand theirs. Yes, there are a few individuals on both sides that learn to feel for the other. However, when the species unite as one, their nature takes control. The will of the group overrides the will of the individual. This will is their destiny, a destiny that cannot be altered. The boy we are after, Celtus. Moblins will never betray him because that is the will of their species. And the will of their species is that of the Twilight God, Promathia. The same will that Celtus inherited over 10,000 years ago. No, you are wrong. The Moblins are merely blind. Blind to the truth. They were tricked. Tricked into what? Listen to me. Long, long ago, the Moblins were searching for an iron giant bathed in light. Their legend, it says the Iron Giant, he will give them power. So the Moblins began digging. But what they found, it wasn't the Iron Giant. It was a stone statue. But they believed it was what they had been searching for. Though no matter how much they prayed, no matter how many offerings they gave, the statue gave them nothing in return. To learn the reason why, they left the caves and began to attack people. They would kidnap and pillage, all to find an answer. I'm getting really tired of his ellipses. It was not long before I learned it was not the Iron Giant, but Promathia. I told this to the Moblins, hoping they would understand and change their ways. But I was wrong. I had opened Pandora's box. The Moblins started to believe they were the children of Promathia, and it was their destiny to hate and destroy the children of Altana. Jabos, you need not burden yourself with such futile efforts to shake unwavering destinies. The Moblins would have eventually realized they were born of the Twilight God. No, the Tavnasian priest told me. Our legend was wrong. The Moblins were not born of the Twilight. Preposterous! Are you to have me to believe that an official from the Tavnasian Cathedral denied the teachings of Altana? I have never heard such an outrageous thing. Are you in your right mind, man? I know only what I heard. The priest, she helped me. She said the Twilight God died long before the Beastmen were born. But he will return and bring the end of the world. She also told me to continue searching for the true Iron Giant. And when I found him, the slumbering gods would show me the truth. Then she rid this place of the statue. With their statue gone, the Moblins returned to their caves and began digging once more in search of the Iron Giant in peace, until they found the crystal that breathes life into Vana'diel. Moblins are mad, huh? Oh, they don't want him to be Moblin friend anymore. Sad for you, Galka and Hobo. Save us. Just as the Moblins are bound by the Chains of Promathia, the children of Altana too are in danger of meeting the same fate. If the chains are merely part of the Twilight God's curse, then possibly what you said is true. The Moblins are not the children of Promathia, but simply diseased by his evil will. The Chains of Promathia? Oh, they said the name of the expansion! Pack it in, folks. It's over. So we went in search of Alteu, and we got a Galka instead. And now we just go back to Sid, and we start Almia's path, so... let's get to it! All these guides have, this path can be completed by most jobs solo at level 75, and some jobs even lower than that. And then it makes an addition at item level, it's trivial. Like, that describes most of the game, actually. Like, most of the game is trivial at item level. Like, there's no reason to even add that. I really want to meet who, like, decided to edit these wikis, like, long-term. They must have an interesting brain. Alright there, City Bitty. I'm here to finish Louvrence's path. Brought you a Galka Hobo. Help save the world. So let me get this straight. The Keeper of the Apocalypse is actually the reincarnation of the Twilight God? And we're gonna have to fight him? This is not turning out like how I wanted it to. Does anyone know where the boy Celtus could have gone off to? Can't we ask the Moblins? Maybe they know. The boy is gone, but my friends, they believe he will return, so they continue to dig. They will show him the way to the crystal. Gotta go fight Bahamut, you say? Okay. I'm making my wings, huh? According to some inside information I just happened to stumble across, Bahamut is hiding out beyond the Sea of Clouds, higher than any man's ever flown. If I try to take my baby CID up there, in her current state, she'd be torn to pieces in the turbulence. Now, there's a few more things I've got to teach her before we have our date in the heavens. Hold your horses there, Louvrance. I'm working as fast as I can. I have some of the best craftsmen at Vanadil on the project. And until we're done, we need you back at Mofo Polos, keeping an eye on those Moblins. Do you think you can handle that? Need not worry, Master Sid. Jabba has provided me with much information on the subterranean companions. And a few of my friends will also be lending their hands. Okay, well now with our Galka hobo, we can save the world. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were told about the centers exactly once at the start of your path. Mm-hmm. Oh, he tells us to go look for Prish as soon as possible, regardless of which path we chose. That wasn't Almia's. Okay, well, whatever. We gotta talk to him one more time and start Almia's path. Okay, so we must go to southern Sandioria and talk to Hinari in the manor again. And then we gotta go to Port Sandioria. And then we gotta go to the cathedral. And then we gotta take a gigantic steaming dump on all that Sandioria stands for. Because we're from Bastock, baby. So it's southern Sandioria first. Manor's on the western side, so we want the western home point. Imagine how much more we would be running around if it was the old days. Like, we'd warp. We'd probably want our home point to be Juneau, since we have to like go to different cities all the time. Or I don't know. Maybe at this point we'd want our home point to be Bastock still. But like, to go to Sandioria from Bastock, the fastest way would be probably to get on White Mage and teleport Alla, and then grab a Chocobo. It would be slightly faster than taking the airship from Bastock to Juneau, and then the Juneau airship to Sandioria. Of course, we could also outpost warp if we had Ronfar already. But, Hinari is upstairs in the left room, I believe. Oh, just in the back room. Okay. Did you happen to find Prish? Nope. Looking for her now. Mm-hmm. Yep, sure am. She sure wouldn't. When Cardinal Mildarian brought her disciple Prish to our residence, my husband told me to watch out for her. When I asked why, he said that her birth was a great misfortune, and that in due time she would commit a great crime against Vana'diel and her children. This was her destiny. And that's all he would say. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So Hinari wants to help us, and apparently knows that Prish has an ill omen about her or something. And wants us to find Almia and go talk to the fucking cathedral bastards. Does anyone watching ever have problems with their Gion tunnel? It's like your carpal tunnel, but it's on the other side of your hand. It goes through the tendons that lead up to your pinky and ring fingers. Like, I used to be into working out a bit, and I got back into working out, like, I guess it was towards the end of 2020. Or maybe it was last year. Time is really fucked up. But either way, I was doing push-ups, and I was on my 7th set of 10. And like, I was really like hammering this workout. Like, when I get into working out, I can go pretty hard. And I wasn't having any trouble. And then all of a sudden, my right wrist under the pinky started to just felt like this stabbing insane pain. And I looked it up, and it was Guion tunnel pain. It's when the tendons and the nerves around them get pinched in a certain way, or are overstrained or something. And ever since then, my right hand's Guion tunnel, it acts up a lot. I haven't had the shooting pain in a long time, like in over a year now. But like, I can't do very many push-ups anymore without it flaring up with pain. Painkillers don't really help, and sometimes even just playing games for a long time, like I guess the way I hold my wrist or something. Oh shit, everyone in San Diego has the hots for Almia. They're a cute couple. That Mithra's got an assault jerkin on and dragon leggings and dragon gauntlets. I think those are the hunter's braquet though, as far as the pants go. Shikari X. Hey, music lady, you wouldn't happen to be looking for somebody, would you? Yes, I am. I'm searching for a young girl. Her hair is light blue. Whoever did this fucking translation got the colors wrong, because Prisha's hair is lavender. It is light purple. She's a Mithra and she's wearing a tiger head. Has Juno hired you? Do I look like I work for the Duchy? If that's what you want to believe, go right ahead. You Elven are all the same, only seeing what you want to see. Hey, did you know that along with the girls, there's another warrant out for the capture of some strange boy? How much do you want to bet that those two are together? Together. Catching mice is what we Mithra live for, but it's turning out to look like this job is going to be a little bit different. Well, I have time to play 2 games of cat and mouse, so I guess I'll just concentrate on the boy. What do you know of the boy? Music lady, you should be careful about what you ask. The answer might just bite you back. You know, a Mithra wearing a tiger head gives her the appearance of 2 mouths, and it just reminds me of Alien. Oh god, I'm sorry. In trouble. I'm glad I can make you feel safe, Red Eyes. Actually, I think her eyes are supposed to be like a bright brown, or like a chestnut sort of brown, but they look sort of reddish to me too. Also, I'm sorry for belching, but again, I'm talking for like over an hour and reading this and drinking soda, because I love soda. If you watched this far into the Let's Play, you probably know that I burp a lot, and I'm sorry for that. Truly am. bodily functions are kind of funny sometimes, because, like, you know, you have a great deal of control over your body. Like, you can hold your pee in for a few hours. You can stop yourself from pooping for a few hours, usually. You know, you can hold back a sneeze or hold back a burp by, like, you know, like, you can hold back a sneeze by pinching your nose and, like, holding it in or whatever, which is really bad for you, by the way. And you can also, like, you know, you can hold a burp back by shutting your mouth, and it, you know, you might still burp, but at least you won't make as much noise. Like, it's all really bad for you, and then also, like, sometimes, you know, things just happen so suddenly that, like, you wanted to hold it back. Even if you wanted to hold it back, you wouldn't have been able to. Because, like, sometimes your body is just like, you're peeing now. And, you know, that's, like, why some people wet the bed. Seek Your Counsel by Lady Henry, huh? Going back to the basement of the cathedral to talk again. Which is always kind of creeping me out, because remember the first quest we had involved with this basement was in relation to Ranimard's death and the Red Mage quest line? We saw his ghost, like, walk out of here. Matters concerning the Tavnasian choir's efforts to complete the 5 verses. You know of the song? Before the advent of the Great War, you came to visit Lady Henry with Cardinal Mildarion and her companion, did you not? I was permitted to accompany Paps Kmuchavat and was present at the proceedings. I am certain that at the time you had little idea of the reason behind that gathering. It was in fact a meeting to improve the failing relations between the cathedrals of Sandioria and Tavnasia. In particular, there seemed to be no end to the unsavory rumors surrounding the Tavnasian cathedral. This was perhaps due to the strict policy of secrecy the Tavnasians had adopted following the period of internecine conflict in Sandioria. The Paps sent a messenger to determine the accuracy of these rumors. However, Cardinal Mildarion arrived accompanied by 2 young girls, and one of those girls, you, Almia, sang a certain song. Yes, I remember, but my voice was still untrained, and Paps Kmuchavat grew furious at my terrible singing. No, child, that was not why he was angry. The reason behind the Pap's outburst was his fear that the song you were singing would be completed. He was frantic to stem the dreadful power of that song. Dreadful power? It is perhaps for the best that you remained ignorant of the truth. This story finds its beginning almost 500 years ago. It reaches back to an era considered to be a time of humiliation for the Elven. Or am I supposed to say Elvan? But whatever. At the time, the Quan continent was under the control of an army dispatched by the Federation of Windurst. The Elvan race had yet to form a nation of their own, and the numerous tribes lived in forests apart from one another. But even as now, the blood of the Elvan ran deep with pride. Swearing victory upon his sword, the hero Lanfer de Euragil came forth to lead our people to freedom. Along with General Alphalon Tajot, who would later to become the Marquis of Tavnasia, they founded a kingdom on the strength of the 2 valuable artifacts. However, after the battle to emancipate the Elvan, both of these treasures were lost. In their respective places in the cathedrals of Sandioria and Tavnasia, 2 mysterious stone tablets were left behind. We toiled long and hard to solve the riddle of the tablets, and were finally able to retrieve one of the objects in the age of King Ranpere, the holy sword Lightbringer. In spite of this success, the Tavnasian cathedral refused to reveal the contents of the second tablet. A secret investigation instigated by the Sandiorian cathedral discovered the writings upon the stone were actually the verses of a song. Yes, you know this song only too well. It was the Lay of the Immortals. It was a song that would conclude with the manifestation of a deity. A song to call the gods? I never knew. The Tavnasian cathedral had deciphered the words, but the melody yet eluded them. The search for one who could perform the song was apparently long and arduous. However, when you appeared and were able to sing the opening verse, the song showed its first promise of power. But I was told that the lay was sung to prove that Prish was not the abhorrent one. I know this. That is why I summoned you here to explain the truth behind these matters. I have learned from this adventurer that a knight is searching for Cardinal Mildarion under orders from the Sandiorian Cathedral. From what I could discover, he has traveled to the Northlands to learn more about the Twilight God. I know not her purpose, but Cardinal Mildarion was also seeking knowledge regarding Promathia. Cardinal Mildarion? Please heed my words. Never forget the significance of that song, or your own worth as the one who holds knowledge of its mysteries. If the Cardinal discovers that you still live... Lady Almia, I implore you, find your companion and return to Tapnasia. I spoke with the researchers in Bucidine on the matter of Sir Luverance. From what I can gather, your friend has most likely been transported to the Rhinostery in the Federation of Windurst. Dun 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 dun. Oh, and we were followed and peeped on by Shikari X. What a bitch. Okay, so now we gotta go to Southern Windurst Waters. Doo boo boo boo. Windurst Waters, 1.3, next to the Rhinostery. Let's talk to Kerototo at the northern door. You may receive cutscenes for other quests, such as Waking Dreams related to the Diablos Prime fight. May need to talk to her twice after that anyway. Her? Man, I cannot tell the sexes of Tarotarus, man. Okay, yep, this is for about Diabolos. I would love to get him as a summon, by the way. He has some really cool skills, but I can't beat him by myself at just 75. He was made, you know, a little ways into the 75 cap after people, you know, expecting people to have really good gear by the time they fight him. So he's a lot stronger than Fenrir. He has like 1,000 more HP and you can't really kite fight him. I'd have to get my friend Vox or somebody to help me with it. Your aura is blinding. What on Vandeel are you carrying? You're looking for a girl with crikey spiky hair you could use as nails. Oh, I know the one. She was taken to Dr. Yorin Oren's mansion. Unlike the light I see in your aura, she is surrounded by a dark, creepy, weepy cloud. It is that very cloud of doom and gloom that has made her a target of the great being I see in my dreams. Which I think he's still talking about Diabolos, honestly. Or, oh, she's talking about... I don't know. If they wanted me to tell when a Tartaro is a girl, then they should have them not wear robes that cover their hair, because the hairstyle is the only thing that really you can use to tell stuff. Now we gotta go talk to Yorin Oren, though. He's in Windurst Walls. Whee! And after the next cutscene, I'll probably stop for this recording, because we're at an hour and a half, and there's still more to this path, with some traveling and some fighting, and some more traveling and fighting, and more traveling and fighting, and more traveling and fighting, so... Dicks. And I'll actually honestly want to switch jobs for all the fighting I'm going to have to do. So I want to like switch to the Dark Knight or something. Because it's like my strongest DPS job. And I like saying damage dealing job better. Because back in the day, like the whole healer DPS tank thing. Like tanks and healers have always been there. But they called damage dealers in Final Fantasy XI. They called them damage dealers. And they didn't call them DPS because WoW terminology had no place here. Even though we do care about the damage dealt per second, combat in this game is slower and more nuanced. And so, you know, everyone that's not a tank or healer is a damage dealer. That's your purpose. And honestly, it's a lot more honest, right? Because while everyone is doing DPS, you know, that's not what the player is playing, right? They're not playing damage per second. They're playing damage dealer. So they just call them DDs. Oh shit, we got Mithras coming in, and there's a Mithra Dark Knight with a lot of thighs showing. Shikari Y. Are you ready to meet your doom? He was just saying he was unshakable. Did you think you could startle me, silly? And then this startles him. We Mithran trackers are able to sense that aberrant power. Abhorrent power? You Toro have little experience with this type of magical energy, but the Mithra know it all too well. A stone pulsing with that dark power was the cause of bloodshed within my tribe. You will hand the stone over to me now, immediately. The magicite now, sweetheart. I don't have any magicite, bitch. Is that right, Sugar Plum? I don't usually like to say this up front, but I do so love the sight of bright, gushing blood. Enough of this! How dare you threaten this poor man with violence? Do you truly believe this tyrannical method will lead to any sort of justice? He swears that he does not have the magicite. If he doesn't have it, then maybe you carry the stone. Or maybe this adventurer. You're way off the mark, ladies. Prish! The only person carrying magicite here is me. For I am the great Prish. Hey guys, sorry to keep you hanging. But now that I'm here, everything will be just peachy. Just peachy? Look at the situation you're in, you ninny. That's far enough. You kiddies play far too rough. Dr. Shantato? Shikari Y, you rabid feline. You may be a Mithran tracker, but I'll be a Cardian's mom before I let you run amok in this city of mine. Oh, I loathe complications. And you, Yoran Orin, since I have the floor, I'll speak while I can. Oh, so it's Yoran Oran. Emphasis on the Ran. This story's going to press another illegitimate child, an Elvan, no less. Now to the heart of the matter. Prish, show everyone the stone and end this meaningless chatter. Show them why the magicite is not yours to give. Show them why it would be impossible for you to hand over the stone and live. What does she mean? That's what it takes. Nobody blink now. Bloop. How is this possible? The magicite embedded in her flesh. So I assume it's like in her sternum, like on her heart or something? Or through her heart? Magicite is a stone that awakens an overwhelming darkness within the possessor. The possessor eventually sheds any vestige of mortality, becoming an anathema to other living creatures. Tell me, cutie pie, why do you have that stone embedded within you? Why have you not become an abhorrent being feared by all? An abhorrent being, huh? I just can't get away from that word, can I? Well, I've stayed in this place long enough. I gotta go throw down with Bahamut. The fate of Vana'diel is at stake. Bahamut? You mean the Worm King Bahamut? No, my uncle Bahamut. Of course I mean the Worm King. Under normal circumstances, it would be my duty as a Mithrin tracker to gain possession of that Magicite by any means necessary, even if it meant carving it out of your hide. But why don't you accompany me to Ottawa Chasm instead, honeybee? There's someone there who should know a lot about that black Magicite you have. That could be fun. Prish, what are you thinking? Almia, I'm gonna go with this cat lady. She might be able to help me find the Star of Tevnasia. Prish! Comwin, take care of Almia. And thanks for your help, Dox. Dox? Shantato got fucked up. Alright, so we gotta go to Ottawa Chasm, baby. And we've been there before. But, for now, I'm gonna stop. My voice needs a bit of a break. And I'd like to go ahead and switch up jobs and, I don't know, do something else for like 20 minutes or something before I get back to recording yet again. I don't think I can go step back into Nizul still yet, because it takes 24 hours to get another tag. But I could probably go Merit or something, or level other jobs to 75. I was thinking I've got so many jobs to 75 now, I might as well get them all to 75, especially considering just the fact that there's 20 mythic weapons and you have to be level 75 to wield them. Like I got the Bard Dagger apparently, but I can't wield it yet to break it, so I might as well level Bard. And I want to level Beastmaster anyway. It couldn't hurt to level Paladin, it couldn't hurt to level Dancer, and it couldn't hurt to level Rune Fencer. Like it's all on the table. I might as well. Even though I'll only eventually be able to focus on just like 4 or 5 jobs maximum, you know, I might as well, right? I might as well have as many options available to me as possible if I'm gonna limit myself and limit my progression and whatnot. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. And next time, we'll go to Ottawa Chasm and see what these Mithrin trackers have in store for Prish. So please look forward to it.